I grew up knowing Margaret Ryerson from church. She was a neighbor and a family friend. I always look forward to seeing what kind of treats she would bring me when I went to her house because her cooking was absolutely amazing. When we lost her to cancer, she gave her famous banana cookie recipe to my mother, and this happens to be one of my favorite treats. Margaret's banana cookies are a simple, satisfying dessert, perfect for every occasion. How do I know this? I've made it with my mom a million times, and I'm also a dessert enthusiast. Therefore, I've tried everything under the sun, and this still remains at the top of my list. Simple recipes such as this are great to know because they're quick and easy to throw together when you need something last minute. Today, I'm going to show you the 3 steps to making Margaret's banana cookies, which include baking the cookies, making the icing, and assembling the final product. To begin, let's take a look at our ingredients. So to begin the batter, you're going to start by mixing your wet ingredients. This includes 3/4 cup of Crisco, 3/4 cup of brown sugar, 3 ripe mashed bananas, an egg, and a half teaspoon of vanilla, Alright, so you want to use Crisco for this step because the butter will make your cookies too runny and they will start to run into each other instead of rising properly when in the oven. Then the brown sugar, this keeps the moisture in the cookies, so it's more like a traditional banana bread rather than a traditional cookie dough. Make sure that your mashed bananas were ripe because this will attribute immensely to the flavor. And then the egg just helps with the structure, and if you like vanilla, feel free to go crazy and add more than what the recipe calls for. It won't hurt anything. So you want to begin by mixing these ingredients together. Make sure that they are well incorporated. You get a little arm workout in this too. So once you have it well incorporated, you're going to start by mixing your dry ingredients. For this, you need 2 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of baking soda, and half a teaspoon of salt. So the flour just helps with the structure, the baking soda helps it rise, and the salt helps the baking soda rise. So you just want to incorporate this fully, and you will start to see it look more like a banana batter bread. Alright, so it's starting to look how it's supposed to. So if you can see, I'm not going to mix it all the way, but it looks like a bread batter. Alright, so you want to put 9 of these cookies on a cookie tray, only 3 rows by 3 cookies, or else they will bake into each other. Bake for 10 to 12 minutes at 350 degrees. So while that's in the oven, feel free to start making your icing. The icing for this recipe calls for it to be made over a stovetop, so I'm just going to walk you through the steps instead of demonstrating. So for this, you're going to need 6 tablespoons of butter, 4 tablespoons of brown sugar, and 4 tablespoons of milk to begin with. You're going to put those ingredients in your saucepan and stir constantly until it reaches a boil. Once it reaches a boil, you want to remove from the heat and then add your 2 cups of powdered sugar and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So for this step, you especially want to make sure you use butter, or else your icing will taste like lard and have that nasty texture. The brown sugar, it will caramelize, so it'll be better than just a regular glazed icing. And make sure that you use powdered sugar because regular sugar will end up with a very grainy texture. So once you have that, and your cookies are out of the oven, you're ready to assemble. So this 3rd step to making Margaret's banana cookies is assembling the cookies. So what you want to do is you want to take a cookie, grab the edges, and then simply dip it into the icing. This ensures that the cookie to icing ratio is proportional and it looks a lot better rather than just spooning it on. And then there you have it. That's how you make Margaret's banana cookies. So today I've shown you the 3 steps to making Margaret's banana cookies, which are making the cookies, making the icing, and then assembling the final product. After seeing this demonstration, I hope you realize how easy it is to make these cookies and try it for yourself. And every time I take a bite of these sweet cookies, I can't help but think of Margaret's smile. Thank you for your time.